Our next speaker is Laurel Pollard. Here's her 3 statements. She majored in physics. She crochets snowflakes. She is 5'2".
Here we go again. Ready. Okay, what gets me fired up? Well, these kids, like these 4th grade mathematicians, they're doing a math forum problem on the board. I don't remember if they actually got the answer, but look how proud they are. They are really proud. I'm going to call them mathematicians. So why would I call them mathematicians? Like Max said in his talk in Utah, language is important. We call them readers when they read. So I'm going to call them mathematicians when they do math. So I was concerned, I wanted to look up the definition. I didn't want to break any mathematical rules of propriety here. So what was the definition? What does it mean to be a mathematician? What does a mathematician do? Well, according to the American Mathematical Society, there it is, mathematicians are people of all ages and from all over the world who enjoy the challenge of a problem. I thought that was really nice. Isn't that really nice? Well, I've got students who enjoy the challenge of a problem. These 4th graders, for example, they look like they're enjoying the challenge of this problem. So whether it's measuring or building mathematical models, noticing and wondering, they're just enjoying a challenge. So I should call them mathematicians. I have 3rd graders. They were challenged with finding out how the students of Hanover Street School get to and from school, whether they take a car, take the bus, walk to school. And I couldn't stop them from coloring their bar charts. 2nd graders too. So these 2nd graders were working, and we got some support staff. They were working on this math forum problem, and the custodian came in and drew another artist who's a custodian came in and drew the train for them while they were trying to figure out how many cars to add. 1st grade mathematicians, yeah, we got challenges there. 1st graders, though, we do a lot of acting out scenarios, getting up and moving around, making connections. But they get into it, and I'm going to call them mathematicians. So 2nd part of the definition. Mathematicians are people who see beauty in a pattern, a shape, a proof, a concept. Oh, I've got kids like that too. I've got mathematicians that look like that. This 4th grader here, I showed them Vihart's video, the doodling in math class video on how to make a binary tree, because we were doing a math forum problem about the power of doubling. She was so excited because she was like, finally, so that's how you draw a tree. Another 4th grade mathematician, he was so intrigued with Sierpinski's triangle that he made a scratch report on it. He is a self-proclaimed awesomely cool 4th grade mathematician. Proof, we also do proofs. My students get excited about figuring out all the different ways you can put a donut on a tray, and exhaustive proof, if you will. And then concepts. Occasionally I get to hear, that sounds like a math forum problem, and that's really exciting to me. So the story was this 4th grader, we were dividing the 4th grade class into teams, but I knew who the teams were and the makeup, but I didn't really want to tell them exactly who was on which team. I was just sort of giving general hints about, you're going to be on this team, just general hints, like you two not going to be on the same team. And she was like, that sounds like a math forum problem. So I gave her a couple more clues, and she went home and worked on it. So part 3 of the math definition, so mathematicians are people who share their math ideas. Now, this isn't part of the American Math Society's definition. I don't really know why. I think mathematicians share their ideas. They should if they don't. Here's a 4th grader. We share our math ideas using the math forum online when we submit to the problems of the week. He caught a mentor, as we like to call it here. He was so excited every day he would come in and ask me, did my mentor reply back to me? The mentor was great. They had about 12 or a dozen different exchanges back and forth. His math ideas went from what's on the right to the video that's not scrolling by on the left. We love communicating math with the math forum. We also love catching a mentor. These 2 kids, we decided to have video chat with our mentors. So we use Google Hangout, and these two guys spent an hour just talking about math. Actually, they were really just curious about the pre-service teachers. So for the love of math, if you have students who enjoy the challenge of a problem or who see beauty in numbers or beautify numbers, call them mathematicians. I'm going to keep calling mine mathematicians. So now you've seen my mathematicians, so go find your mathematicians. The one in the middle, that one's not mine, but the rest of them are. Oh, and then don't forget to let Max know when you do, so he can chat it out. It's coming. There it is. Thank you. I'm going to go home.